The overall theme of this Monday message series is presence and guidance. And today, in these days after Easter, I'd like us to focus in on the first word, presence. How is God present in our lives? How are we present in our lives? And how can we be more present to God in our lives? If you're anything like me, you may find that you can go through almost an entire day without being truly, genuinely present in your day. You may be getting a whole lot of things done, but you can be doing those things rather unconsciously without consciously breathing, going mindlessly through your to-do list, checking things off, rushing from one thing to another. But the good news is, it doesn't have to be that way. You can be present in your life, moment by moment by moment. Being present in our lives is very simple, even though it can be pretty challenging for us to do with our busy and distracted minds. And the best tool that we have to experience a deeper sense of presence in our lives is our attention. Giving your attention to something is the best way for you to be present to it. If you give your full attention to your child or to a grandchild, I can assure you that they will absolutely notice the difference. If you give your attention to what you're eating rather than mindlessly shoveling food into your mouth, you will notice a qualitative difference in your meals. And if you give your attention to something as ordinary as a leaf or a blackberry or an ordinary blade of grass, you will discover that there are absolute marvels literally everywhere around you. It may well be that that is what was going on in the biblical story of the burning bush in Exodus chapter 3. In that story, Moses was walking past a bush when he noticed that the bush was on fire, but it was not being consumed. Now, someone else might have just run past the bush and not noticed what was going on, but Moses, in that moment, was deliberate enough to take the time to see that the bush was on fire but was not burning up and being consumed. And so Moses gave his attention to the bush. And as a result, Moses received a message from God in that moment, and the message that Moses received changed the course of history when the Hebrew slaves were liberated from slavery in Egypt. You never know what will happen, and you never know what you will encounter when you give your full attention to something. It could very well end up changing your life. Presence does that. Friends, have a really good week, and we'll see you soon.